Talk to me about just the start of hip hop for us to see where it is now and, you know, the impact it had on you at a young age.
It started here, not the actual genre, but just the motion of it. To be celebrating like 50, I was just telling somebody, this feels like a graduation to me because it feels like I've been in school, just me training and learning and, you know, living, and to see us all celebrate it now, it feels like I'm going to the graduation.
Make some noise for JD, man. Put the music on. To make this feel like ATL as I bring to the stage the icon, Jermaine Dupri. Let's get it. We started with Welcome to Atlanta because that's like, you know, like that unofficial theme song. When you hear that song and you see the impact of that song so many years later, what's the first things that come to your mind as we get to it?
I made the song for the city. I made it so we all be proud of being from Atlanta and living here, and to see it continue to keep being used. That's really just one that's like really high in my, you know, in my heart because it actually worked.
When you think about the city and what it means to you, just the importance of Atlanta to music, to culture, to hip hop, to R&B.
I started making records in this city when no rap artists in Atlanta had a major deal. So the mindset of just being able to be heard further than Athens wasn't even in the mindset. We gotta figure out a way to increase the energy of Atlanta. And that's all I've been trying to do since day one.
I would be remiss to talk about Criss Cross and not speak of, you know, the loss of Chris Kelly. How did that hit you?
I lost one of my kids. So to lose a person that you've gave that much energy to is devastating.
10 years ago, when you did the 20th anniversary of So Def, and I remember the comments of people being surprised almost that JayZ came out like you not JD. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that is?
I'm probably the only person in the city that's done that. I think people were saying that because they was challenging me. Because I think people wanted me to bring Hov out so bad that they was just like, I bet you can't bring out Hov.
They try to use reverse psychology. Learning production, learning melody and lyric and putting songs together. How did you get to that space?
I was so young that I didn't have the ability to know other people in the city. You start writing because ain't nobody gonna come write for you. You start making the beats because ain't nobody gonna come make the beats for you.
Talk to me about what you saw when you first got Usher to work with him to create. Why did you take him in the direction that you took him in? And did you feel like he would be a megastar?
Usher really wanted to like slay Bobby Brown. You know, he's really after Bobby Brown. We had to go a little bit more closer to what I would do and what I was thinking about. And that was just to go more hip hop. So it's written like a rap song. So you memorize it like it's a rap record as opposed to just being like a singing song. Me even stepping into that light, I was just like, oh yeah, you might this up, but let's, you know.
You wanted to like really kill New York radio and make it sound like Atlanta. You remember saying something like that?
I didn't want to kill at New York radio. The only thing that you could break as a rap artist was to get your records played in New York. To see that change from when I came out to now, or whenever that was, it's mind-blowing.
Your relationship with Bow, and the beauty in that is that we get a chance to see our relationship over the years and years and years through the successful records and the movies and the hits. And also when you guys get into disagreements, you know, talk to me about the dynamic between you two.
Hip hop becomes contradicting at some point, and I'm talking about the whole genre. If hip hop is for the youth and you say this out your mouth, then why don't you respect when the youth make raps? I tried to bring as much youthfulness to this game as possible, and that's what I feel like is the key to my longevity, is the fact that I keep finding somebody that's 12 that'll rewind my life and takes me back here. That's the energy that I came to the game with.
We love JD and we could talk to him forever. We do have another guest that is on the Marquee Head. Y'all make some noise, man, for Currency. Give it up for Spitter one time. You dropped this song a couple years ago, Jermaine Dupri. Take me back to before you kick it with JD and get into making this project. What made you want to make that song? What does Jermaine Dupri mean to you?
Somebody young and having it at a time when I was young and not having it. Here come bro with a 5X sweatshirt on. I'm like, all right then.
So the record comes out. How does it get to you, Jermaine? There's a song named after you out there from a rather popular rapper. How does it get on your radar?
I don't even know if Dr. Dre got a song called Dr. Dre by somebody else. I'm gonna be humble, but I'm just telling you, to have a song named after me, to look on somebody's album and that's the name of their song, and I'm not in the executive producer bracket and it's not produced.
No So Def logo on it.
Yeah, that's crazy to me, man. I don't know.
For motivational use only, is this the title?
Absolutely.
Why?
To lift you up. No pun intended. It's just uplifting, you know what I'm saying? We got enough of that other shit, bro, you know? Like I'm an OG, but I'm still like right there on the level with the young homies too. So like when they take losses, I'm losing friends too, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm still in that bracket. So I had the privilege of coming up when it wasn't really like that. But to see them come through, like 15 and 16, like, yo, you about to change everybody's lives if you stay alive.
Not only is it a message that needs to be heard, but it needs to happen, and it needs to come from you, and it needs to happen on platforms like this. JD, talk to me about what's like working with Spitter.
I pulled out the turntables and I put the turntables up and I started scratching this beat in. And the way his eyes lit up when I let the beat go, to have people that even understand what I'm talking about right now.
If it's like one of them, if you know things.
So at that point, the energy was like, get to the studio right now. And we both got to the studio, and it was magic.
A 3-part series EP, is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, dude, because we did so many songs. I wanted to put them all out months ago. Last year, I wanted to put them all out last year, but you know who we dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the first time I really, like, took, like, the back seat. I still know what I want to do, but I respect, you know what I'm saying, like a legend's vision, you know what I'm saying? And I know it's bringing me somewhere where I haven't been. Like, I've never been to something like this, never was invited to a playback.
You've been on my show before, Spitter. What is the vision?
He's gonna DJ, he's gonna scratch on stage. He's gonna be full on, because that's what I was seeing. Y'all get the full experience of how the record was made. Like, bro was right in front of me being JD, making sure I knew that he was really him. Bro just like, nah, I need this, bam, and just doing it right there, like right on the spot.
Like I said, Ari Lennox has a really successful record coming in and working with you. Talk to me about what it feels like to still be able to do it with a newer artist.
This record was made in the height of COVID. We wrote this whole song with our mask on. I was nervous. I didn't know what was gonna happen with the song, based on not being able to be happy in the studio and laughing and whatever. Not the first time I ever had to do that happen.
In this building with Jermaine Dupri is no other way to celebrate it. And we want to continue to celebrate you, JD.
We celebrating 50 years of hip hop, man, and you truly are a trailblazer. So we want to present you with this Trailblazer Award, man, for all the work that you've done.